Hello students, welcome to Eduauraa. My name is Rajni Jha and I'll be taking Sociology optional classes. In today's session, we are going to continue with some of the questions that have been asked previously from the chapter called Sociology as Science. Let's get started with the first question. Evaluate how do civil society and democracy mutually reinforce each other. So we have to show a good and close relationship between civil society and democracy. We can start by explaining what civil society is in the introduction. Let's get started. Civil society is seen as a social sphere separate from both the state and the market. The increasingly accepted understanding of the term civil society organizations is that of non-state, not-for-profit, voluntary organizations formed by people in that social sphere. This term is used to describe a wide range of organizations, networks, associations, groups, and movements that are independent from government and that sometimes come together to advance their common interests through collective actions. Democracy at present is the best form of governance. Through its institutions and ideals, it provides a platform for discussion and debates. Conflicts can be resolved in a peaceful manner. There is emphasis on equality, liberty, fraternity, and respect for diversity. Taking a positive note of the civil society as promoter of democratic form of governance, SCOLT identifies 6 areas where civil society could advance democracy. The first, public education. The civil society enhances democracy through educating the public. An informed citizen could sustain effective democracy. To accomplish this goal, civil society groups, in fact, can prepare handbooks and information kits, produce audio-visual presentation, organize workshops, attract the attention of mass media, maintain websites on the internet, and develop curricular materials for schools and institutions of higher education. The second is it can give voice to stakeholders. Civic associations can opportune the concerned parties to relay information, testimonial, and analysis to government agencies about their needs and demands. Civil society organizations can give voice to the neglected social circles like the poor, women, and persons with disability, leading to greater participatory democracy. Third function it can perform is policy inputs. Government policy formulation is considerably influenced from the inputs given by the civil society, not only at home, but also in the international arena. They also have constantly raised issues pertaining to ecological imbalances, made qualitative assessments of poverty. The next function it can perform is the transparency of governments. Vigilant civic mobilization can cause public transparency in governance. Constant pressure from civil society can help in bringing regulatory frameworks and operations into the open and where they could be accessed for public scrutiny. Next is public accountability. Civic groups can keep an eye on the implementation and effects of policies regarding people and press for corrective measures when the consequences are adverse. Next role it can have is legitimacy. The sum total of the preceding actions by the civil society could lead to a legitimate, democratic government. Legitimate rule prevails when people concord to the authority, and authority has a right to govern and that they have a duty to obey its directives. As a result of such content, legitimate governance tends to be more easily, productively, and non-violently executed than illegitimate and dictatorial authority.